Welcome, Leo, to your March 2026 tarot reading. I am Veronica. This is Veronica Streams Tarot. Hope y'all are doing fantastic. This is a reading for March 2026 for Leo, Sun, and Rising Venus. Let's get started. I'm using the Barbier Tarot for you today. I feel like you needed something bold, and this deck is super bold for some reason. So I said I'm going to use it. Let's get going. I love this deck regardless. So what do our Leos need to know while I'm shuffling? Please remember to hit that thumbs up button and leave me a comment. Both are much appreciated. Want to get my videos out there, and that really does help. So let's do that if you don't mind. If you're enjoying the content. So let's get started. What do our Leos need to know? I'm going to do 3 cards. We've got 6 of Wands. Ooh, 8 of Swords, 9 of Swords. Well, that makes sense. What we don't see is the Queen of Wands, which is you. What to look for? Knight of Swords, unexpected, temperance, challenge, 6 of Cups. And where does this lead? That is the Justice with the Star. Oh, I love that. I love that energy. Justice with the Star. Fool at the bottom of the deck. So there is this crazy little energy going on here because I really love the Fool, right? Diving in. Let's get this done. Let's move forward. Excuse me. And you have the 6 of Wands, which is definitely recognition. And then into the 8 of Swords, which is, oh, I'm stuck. What do I do now? Which leads to the 9 because you're not getting yourself out of the 8. The 9 is that stress that comes from the 8. Feeling stuck, feeling like things aren't going to move forward, worrying about the future. I feel like you might be really, really worried about the future. But I want to look at that 6 of Wands to see really what that's about, because is that you're recognizing that you're stuck, or is that like completely different energy here? Okay, too many cards. And let's see. 6 of Wands for our Leos here. 6 of Wands. 6 of Wands. What is the 6 of Wands? Give us clarity here. 5 of Cups. Knight of Cups. I mean, this could be you recognizing, I feel like you're recognizing that you're kind of over some kind of disappointment. And I think that's what the Fool is, the new beginning here, walking away from that disappointment, but heading in the right direction. Like the Knight of Cups is really a gift. I don't feel like this is a love energy reading at all, but I do feel like um, you're realizing that the recognition is, I realize I need to move forward. That's the Fool. I need to move away from these disappointments and things that I'm not happy about. And that's kind of why the 8 of Swords is there, because you're just feeling really stuck. Like this just the 8 of Swords, keep in mind though, when I see the 8 of Swords too, is it in your head or are you really stuck? A lot of times we just think we are. And if we just think we are, that's really what leads to the 9 of Swords. Tell me about this 8 of Swords, please. Tell me more about this 8 of Swords. Star. 4 of Swords. Yeah, you feel stuck. You feel like you feel like you're not reaching your dreams because things aren't moving. Things are slow. Like you're like, I don't need to heal. I need to reach my dreams. I don't need to rest. I need to move. So there's a lack of movement right now for you. And that's what's really making you feel stuck. You might not be stuck. There might be this needs to happen slowness, right? Like sometimes that has to happen. So let's take a look at the 9 of Swords. I think it makes complete sense. I mean, this is a really rough card. These are nightmares, dreams, anxieties. But when I see it after the 8, it's like, just that anxiousness of not being able to get out of this feeling. Yeah, 7 of Swords. You're getting some swords going on here. You're in your head a little bit, Leo. 10 of Wands. Yeah, you're not sure how to get out of this. 7 of Swords is, it could be deceit, but in this deck, I kind of almost feel like I got to get out of here. I got to get out of this. 10 of Wands. I don't know how. I don't know how. I'm overloaded. I can't do this. There's a lot of like negative stuff happening right now. where you are just feeling like you cannot get out of this stuck position, and that's leading to your anxiety. You aren't as stuck as you might think you are, and we do have the star at the end of the reading, so things will come around. It's just this is not an easy time right now. The Justice following, like where this leads, is a good card to have here too. What you don't see is the Queen of Wands. This is you, Leo. This is you in yourself. It doesn't have to be gender specific. It's usually the card of Leo. So it could be any fire sign, but I feel like this is you. You're in more of a power position than you might think. This is you in the unseen. In other words, like, show yourself. You're good at that. Like, show yourself. Um, I feel like it's people are seeing you and you don't know that. And whether it's people like that, work related, however you're feeling stuck, there's something happening here where you're being seen. It could even be by spirit, right? But know that someone's looking out for you. You're not stuck because you're stuck in a bad way. You're stuck because that's where you're meant to be right now. Is that, yeah, 5 of Cups, 6 of Cups. See? Yeah, and your challenge is the 6 of Cups. You are staying in the past here. This is what's going to cause you to not move forward. The 6 of Cups comes in from the past because we're not focused on the cups that are remaining. We are focused on what we lost. And when we focus on what we lost, we are living in the past, which also leads to stress. So you've got to come out of the past here. There's something else for you moving forward. And I think this is what you don't realize. And I think this is why this is in the challenge. You've got the 6 of Cups in the challenge. Get out of the past, move forward. There is happiness. That Sun card is right there. So it's going to be really hard. I'm not going to say it's going to be easy, but that's what's happening here. Whatever disappointed you, and it could be recently, it could have been a long time ago, could have been a new opportunity that just kind of fell apart. There's a reason for it right now, but don't stay in the past and dwindle on it or focus on it. Unexpected is the Temperance. I'm going to look at this now. The Temperance can be about alchemy. It can also be about emotional balance. I feel like it's when it's emotional balance, I feel like it's really good, but let's look into it. 5 of Wands with the Wheel. Well, I feel like you're going to make things happen if you so choose. So the 5 of Wands is the energy that you're giving something. In this deck, it's all about how much energy to give something. That's the conflict here. And I feel like once you realize that things are moving forward, you'll be able to generate um, that balance within yourself. But also, whatever you're trying to create here or get away from or get unstuck from, this is happening. And the wheel tells me that it's going to happen is that exactly as it's supposed to. I'm also getting that with the Justice card as well. So you're things are like where they need to be, even though it's crazy. So what to look for is the Knight of Swords. This is the way out, I believe. It's like, what is the energy that will get you out? What will move you forward? Let's clarify this Knight of Swords. This Knight of Swords is definitely forward movement and is definitely not stagnant. He moves like super fast. Yes. Okay. 8 of Pentacles with the Page of Wands. Whatever it is that you've worked on in the past or that you're really good at, there is going to be something that happens with this. And that's what you need to look for is the energy of you realizing that you are really good at something. I think too, the Page of Wands is like, take this into your own hands. You're the only one that can move you forward. Sometimes, yes, we're stuck for a reason, but sometimes it's just to see that, right? So there's lessons all around it, but the Page of Wands, like, get into it, let it go, don't overthink. You already know you are a master of whatever is happening here with that 8 of Pentacles. So move forward. It's up to you. But here's the challenge. You've got to get out of the past. If you have a different job and now you're in a new job and it just doesn't feel as fulfilling and you feel like, oh, I could have done better, stop it. You can't go back. You can learn from your past, but you can't go back. So really look at how to move forward. How do I move forward? Tell me more about, well, Tell me more about the challenge here with the Six of Wands or Six of Cups. Yeah, see, that Five of Cups keeps coming up over and over again. You're never going to get what you want, Ten of Pentacles, if you don't get out of this funk. Whatever disappointed you, it comes up, it's coming up over and over again. You're stuck because you're only looking at what you lost. What do you still have, and what can you still move forward with? And then that Eight of Pentacles came up in your Knight, or your Knight of Swords there, what to look for. That means you do have skill set and you're not looking at it. Where does this lead? We've got the Justice and then the Star card, which I love the Star. You're headed in the right direction here. The Star is all about reaching dreams, and I love it at the end of the reading because it's going to keep you going for a while. So I'm in the right direction. Tell me, and it guides you. Keep in mind that's like spirit, like kind of walking with you. The Justice card. What is the Justice card? And see, there's that Knight of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, things are going to work out. That's why it's asking you to look for that Knight of Swords. That Knight of Swords can be a person too, by the way. Might be. Just keep that in mind. But it's really about, more importantly, your stability. We're going the Nine of Pentacles. So we had the Eight of Pentacles clarifying that Knight of Swords. Now we've got the Knight of Swords with the Nine of Pentacles. So you're definitely headed in the right direction. I feel like things are going to settle in once you realize what you have to offer. Nine of Pentacles and Eight of Pentacles got you to the Nine of Pentacles. All of the stuff you've learned, all of the knowledge you have, all your skills that you have, know that, trust that, because until you do, you can't have the Justice, which to me is the balance, not only in moving forward, but making sure that you're moving forward in the right way. Justice, the right thing is happening. Anything more about the Star for our Leos? Anything more about the Star card, please? Ooh, Death and the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, things are changing, and you got to embrace the change and hang in there with the Four of Pentacles. So in other words, everything's happening as it should. To me, the Four of Pentacles is you have everything in your back pocket. Changes are happening. The Star is, let them happen. I think the Eight of Swords, you have to look at it differently. You can be the only one that can get you out of it. But if you really have nowhere to go, then you need to revisit how you see the Eight of Swords and see it maybe as a blessing, because maybe if you move too soon, you won't get the Star, right? So maybe that's what it is. Tell me, what is our advice for Leos for March? Yeah, stick to what you're doing. Page of Swords. Don't ever give up. Right? You can still keep working on it. Page of Swords is very diligent about staying focused on what they want to learn and do. So keep that up. Make sure you take care of yourself too, but keep working hard. The pages work very hard, all of them. And because they're young and they see the light at the end of the tunnel too. So that's another thing, is maybe change your focus and look at what is the light at the end of the tunnel. So there you have your reading, Leo. I hope you enjoyed it. Please hit that thumbs up button. Leave me a comment. Take care and have a beautiful day.